the green and white upon my chest. It's such a joy for us to see, for they play football the Celtic way, with the folded clover on my breast, and the green and white upon my chest. It's such a joy for us to see, for they play football the Celtic way, for they play football.
Yes! Not quite yet. We're getting there.
Just get the green and white ribbons on it already, Andy, and just get it in a trophy cabinet. The Champions League's easy, isn't it?
Oh, fucking piss case, innit? I mean, what's everybody worried about? Results and like records and all that kind of thing. So, absolutely fantastic. Just superb to see Celtic back, Celtic Park back, where it's known for being a fortress that is kind of the noise, the atmosphere, and the players playing up as well, and just doing their thing. Just a fantastic watch. Absolutely fantastic.
Aye, brilliant to see, mate. Paradise was absolutely rocking. So, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Four Leaf Clover podcast with myself and our Andy. It was unbelievably, or was it unbelievably? Celtic 5, Slovan Bratislava 1. Andy, just unbelievable, wasn't it? Unbelievable to watch. We just did not stop. Relentless.
But didn't we were just talking before we come on that amount of notes we've took, we've nearly ran out of paper. There was that many instances. You're going writing down wee notes and you're missing things that are happening, and just one of the nights just we've not seen a night like that at Celtic Park for many, many years, mate. That just see the coolness that you're getting into the game, and we're playing that well, and also the lead up to getting into the tie as well. We're playing so well as well. We were all confident, but there's always that wee lingering thing in the back of your head, not a bit overconfident, a bit kind of overplaying our estimations with the team. But absolutely superb, mate. To a man, just brilliant performance and just superb to see. And the place was absolutely bouncing.
Aye, it certainly was, Andy. It certainly was. So let's just go right back to the beginning, my good man. The starting lineup, there was no changes from the lineup on Sunday against Hearts. The big talking point was Hatate going to get dropped for Bernardo? And I think that was pretty much it, mate. Any surprises in there for you?
Not really surprised, no. I was shouting for Bernardo to get a start, just going on kind of Hatate's past form in recent weeks, that in Bernardo's form and his last performances, I think he deserved that. And he's also a player who's been used in the big games as well. So we know the trust is there for Brendan, but obviously he just wanted to keep it as is for the last game. So either way, I could understand why he kept it the same. You know, as much as I wanted Bernardo to get a start, it would have been good to see him start the game, but it worked out well in the end.
Aye, just an unbelievable performance, mate. So let's just get right into it. Great start for the boys. AJ played a great ball in for Maeda. He was unlucky, wasn't he, mate? He was just leaning back and just over the bar, first chance of the game.
Knocks it over. Absolutely fantastic start and a great opportunity as well. It's something we've been used to seeing with Celtic recently, is that kind of quick start, you know, kind of try to get that early goal. And I think the intentions were there for the way we started there, and that particular chance as well was a fantastic opportunity. But it's kind of thing you need to get used to with Maeda in it, that you know you're going to have your imperfections there with him, but does so much for the team. We keep going on about it, his energy and his pressing, and it just never stops. I mean, for the whole game, it just doesn't stop. He's such an asset to this team. It's unreal. Just asking about that European Cup there, that comment, that was a birthday present. It's my birthday tomorrow, actually, so my sister got us that wee European Cup there. So, aye, pride of place.
Aye, let's hope it's there at the end of the season, Andy, a bigger version. That'd be awful nice. So a wee comment there for James. Engels is an absolute baller, lads. £11 million well spent. I thought the boy was absolutely unbelievable tonight, Andy. And on the 12th minute, something that we've not really seen for Celtic, something we've been sort of slating them for the past couple of seasons is our set pieces. You know, we've been terrible for and against corners, and he tries a wee short corner, gets played into Taylor, and Taylor, lovely wee ball into Maeda, and he should score, mate.
It's a cracking opportunity. Coming for that corner, great wee move. And Taylor's always there as well, isn't he? I've said it, I think I said it in the last, or maybe last post-match. Taylor and Maeda have actually got a really good link-up together.
Yeah.
And Taylor put that ball across. He should have really done better with that. That was another chance for Maeda. But Taylor, I mean, he pops up with the park, mate. I mean, he's a left back, and I've seen him on the right side of outside the area at one point, and I'm like, this boy's all over the place. Talk about energy with Maeda and all that, but Taylor fairly puts a shift in at times, you know, and I think sometimes we undervalue him as well. And I think it's testament to him that this young boy for Barca hasn't even had a look in. You know, even when we're so far ahead in a Champions League game, it would have been easy for Brendan to just kind of fling that ball in to give him a wee bit of experience, but he stuck with Taylor, and I think he deserves his place in the team. He's definitely upped his game.
He certainly has. He's had that kick up the arse, mate, and I think it might be a good game on Sunday, which we'll come on to get these boys some game time now. So our Joe's come up with a good one there, and hail boys, Scales, good for him. And that's exactly what happened, mate, on the 17th minute. Another corner for Engels, who was, first 20 minutes was everywhere, mate. His set pieces were unbelievable, and he whips a corner kick in, and there's Scales. And I'm surprised their keeper never saved it, mate, because he was saving everything. He was saving everything tonight. I thought their keeper was brilliant, but he had no chance for that one. Straight on to Scales, and the power and the header just took it past him. 1-0 Celtic.
Aye, there's one thing you can say about header, and it's absolute commitment, is to meet the ball and meet it with supreme power. There was only one thing in his mind there when he met that ball, was to smash it into the back of the net with that big gorgeous ginger fox he has. And you could see when he was celebrating after it as well how much it meant to him. He was absolutely delighted. You know what I mean? Aye, good for him, and you could see that coming. Obviously, we had the chances before that, but very seldom score for set pieces, didn't we? You know, so it was good to see, mate, and good for him as well. I think Scales has been immense this season. And
this is where I started to get a sore wrist, Andy. And it wasn't for anything else, apart from writer's cramp, just before Andy says anything.
Aye, sure. We all believe you.
Mate, I couldn't keep up after that.
Once my pen was running it. My pen was actually running it. I'm not joking.
I'm not even joking. I thought I was doing 100 lines at the school again. We scored the goal, and then the game get restarted. Kuhn played it into Kyogo. What a save off the keeper. Then it breaks away. Vladimir Weiss, yellow card for his kick on Engels, and then it was a mad 2 minutes, wasn't it?
Crazy. And that Weiss was getting booed every time he touched the ball, wasn't he? That was a great opportunity for Kyogo there. I know the keeper didn't make a good save with his fit, actually, but and Kyogo done well to kind of chase that down and put it onto his fit for his chance, but for somebody Kyogo's caliber, you're looking for him to do better, and especially when he's so close to goal. And this is a guy that normally puts everything away. I was absolutely gutted that he didn't score. I was like, no, man, what an opportunity that was. But as you said, the keeper done well saving that. He saved it with his leg, but the signs were there for me. We were just, honestly, brilliant. Just a brilliant game. Brilliant.
It certainly was, mate. It certainly was. And then after that yellow card, it seemed to be started to get a wee bit feisty after that. And there was a tackle in the 22nd minute, mate, on Kuhn from behind. And the referee was quite quick to get a yellow. And I think even Neil Lennon said that could have been a red card, mate. It was very naughty from behind.
Could have been. It was right in behind him, right through him. It went absolutely through him. And I think there was a potential a red card there, aye. But he gave a yellow card, and that was it. Was that the same one that? Was that the same event
The
that AJ get booked as well?
Aye, this is what I was going to say to you. Surely that shouldn't have been a yellow card for AJ, because that was after that tackle. You know, that was.
Aye, yep.
So he got the yellow card, which was justified, but then he went through Vladimir Weiss as well. But how did he get a yellow card? That's a totally separate incident, isn't it?
Well, I don't know, mate. I don't know how that happened. But I was absolutely baffled with that decision as well. But it was a nasty challenge on Kuhn. Something else you notice as well is the amount of tackles and bad tackles that you put on Engels as well. He must be one of the most foul players on the park tonight, Engels. He was catching everything. But just when you're talking about tackles, there's something that came into my head.
Aye, he was getting hammered, mate, constantly. So he was. So then Engels, the man you were just talking about there, he nearly scored again. So Taylor Hatate into Engels, and he smashes it from outside the box. It was a fucking thunderbolt, mate, but right at the keeper, unfortunately.
Aye, a wee laugh for Hatate. No, his first one the night. I done quite a few through balls and layoffs and stuff like that. And again, Engels, you kind of you go forgetting Matt O'Reilly and how important he was to the team. You do kind of forget that, don't you? It's like he looks like a new hero. It's just come on the scene when you look at Engels, and still a very, very young man. He's only 20-year-old, mate, and he's got so much potential. And you just know that under Brendan Rodgers that he's going to improve him and keep improving him. It's really exciting times for Celtic with this young guy. I think he's got just class written all over him. I thought he had an absolutely superb game.
Aye, he did, mate. He's taking every single set piece. He's making himself available. Brendan Rodgers said he's got to turn him into a goal-scoring midfielder. The boy is unbelievable. So he is unbelievable. So on the 34th minute, mate, Maeda, he steals the ball after him and gives it to Hatate into Kyogo. How did he miss?
It's way off, innit, mate? It's way over. It was a great move here because Maeda just sneaked in for the back and nicked the ball back half a guy, didn't he? And then obviously put on to Hatate and a great ball in and just Kyogo. See, at that point, I was like, is this going to be one of these other nights for Kyogo that it just isn't going to happen for him? He should have done so much better there, mate. He absolutely skied it.
And unbelievably, Andy, it finished half-time. Celtic 1, Slovan Bratislava 0. And just let's take a quick look at the stats there, mate. So 66% possession for Celtic. Seemed a lot more than that, didn't it?
Mm-hmm. It did try. I think Slovan Bratislava, at the start of the game, they were trying to kind of high presses a wee bit, but they were very kind of astute in their defending as well, because when you were watching the game, you could see they were keeping their shape quite well. I thought we could have utilised Maeda a wee bit better, just knocking long balls, like even diagonals in, just to keep them on their toes a wee bit, that keep them aware of the danger that he's got, because all he needs is space in front of him, and he'll get that ball, even when you think he's not getting to it, he'll get to it. Just makes their defenders turn and face their own goal rather than kind of just stone and move, and as we have to kind of passing between us, try to get it by them down the wings.
Yeah.
But extremely happy with that first half and the chances we had. Maeda had at least 2 chances, and Kyogo had 2, and we're getting 1-0 up. So potentially we could have been getting with 5. Potentially.
I think Slovan Bratislava, they sort of tired, mate, in the last 10-15 minutes of the first half, because they were just chasing balls. Yes. And we noticed that straight away. So 9 attempts on goal to their 3, only 1 goal to their none. Shots on target 4-1. Passing accuracy, I think that was a telling thing. We just passed them off the park, mate, and they were starting to feel it. And I knew there was going to be more goals in the second half, just the way we were playing them off the park, basically. So 1 on half time, and we go into the second half, mate, and we know what happened straight away. Kuhn into angles, he shoots, it's a save again. Then excellent from Kuhn on the right-hand side on the 48th minute, mate. Absolutely brilliant. Skins a couple of players, plays it in, Kyogo tap in 2-0.
Aye, just kind of dances by the players. Kuhn, another player who's been absolutely fantastic this season, a player that I love to watch because he's just so exciting that he just wants to go forward and attack at every opportunity. It just dances by. It's about 3 or 4 players he kind of takes on right to the byline, cross it out, and Kyogo goes there, just puts it in off his thigh. Great finish, and just glad that he got a goal, to be honest with you, mate. Just glad that it kind of, because I was kind of thinking, is it actually going to happen for him tonight? But good to see him getting on the score sheet.
And then it happened again, Andy. I got that sore wrist. I just couldn't keep up after that again. 49th minute, a minute later, what a ball in by AJ, mate, to the back post. Amazing. And nobody anywhere near it, man. What a brilliant ball, innit?
Aye, well, Maeda almost get near it. He actually just ran it through his cell at the ball. We see try to get it. He didn't quite reach it, but what a ball, mate. Just fizzed it across. I think if somebody was just a wee bit closer, see if Maeda actually met that ball, what a goal that would be. See, when you see the build-up play and obviously that close out, if could just kind of imagine Maeda flying header right in the back of that goal, man, the place would have just erupted. But again, AJ was brilliant.
Yeah, he had a great game again tonight, mate. Absolutely brilliant game. So in the 55th minute, Celtic by this point were absolutely all over them. Kyogo has a shot, saved again by the goalkeeper. A bit of a stramash in the box, goes up there. AJ goes up with his foot. Boy kicks it. Penalty kick Celtic.
Aye, I think it was an absolute penalty. There's no doubt about it. Obviously kicks his ankle from beneath when AJ's foot's up in the air. And who steps up to take your penalty? Golden boy himself. Cool as you like. The boy's no phased with anything, is he? You know, he's it's just great to see him getting on the score sheet again. Brilliant, what a player. I do need to watch more though, because my wee 11-year-old lassie was saying, "Oh, who's that? Oh, he's a good-looking boy," and I was like, "What?" So I need to watch her.
No, mate, same again. Exact same place that he put it against Hearts. I thought he was going to go the other side this time, but it just shows you how cool, calm and collective the boy is. To have that, that arrogance already, picking the ball up, taking every set piece, picking that penalty up, putting the ball down when Hatate is the normal penalty kick taker. Kyogo, the striker, should be taking him. This boy's just come into the club, 20-year-old, grabs the ball, puts it right in the exact same place again. There's your sister, Andy, wishing you a happy birthday for the more as well, pal.
Thanks very much. Thank you. I think, what am I, 38? I think 38.
So yeah.
Well, it's a bad day when you don't actually remember what age you are. You've got to get back to the years I born, right? You couldn't up years. You just forget. Get a certain age like that, it doesn't matter anymore.
So then I thought, here we go, the floodgates are going to open. And they get a goal back, mate, and the goal was unbelievable, to be honest with you. Taylor gets it all rang in the box. The ball goes up in the air, and the boy had the audacity. Schmeichel's not conceded at all. Carter Vickers is a man mountain, and outside of the peg, mate. If this was Messi or Ronaldo, we were talking about this goal for years. What a finish for the boy.
He did take it well. Taylor kind of messed up a wee bit with the clearance because he put it back into his own box, but as you said, the boy were outside his foot. Did it come off Carter Vickers' head, by the way? Was that a deflected?
I think it did a wee bit, aye.
I think it was getting in anyway. I don't think that had any major influence on whether Schmeichel was getting to that. I don't think he was getting to it. So it was a good finish, but you could see Schmeichel was absolutely raging at losing that goal. He was raging there. Yep. So, out of nowhere, really, they scored a goal, but the boy took it well, to be fair.
Yeah, he did some finish, man, outside of the peg, right in the tap in. So then, goalkeeper again for them was saving everything, mate. And AJ again burst on the right in the 63rd minute. Sort of played the ball in, hits a defender, and it's deflected towards the goal. And the goalkeeper saves it again, man. Some considering we won 5-1, that could have been 8-9-10-1, man, the way that goalkeeper was saving everything.
And nobody would have complained if it was, mate, because it's not as if we didn't deserve it. We were absolutely all over them. AJ, great game. I mean, you said to me before we come on, talking about man of match, this is going to be another one of the ones that's like, who am I going to pick? There's so many had a great game tonight.
Aye, it was just, I'm dreading you picking the man of the match at the end of this podcast, mate, to be honest with you, because there's a choice of a good 9 or 10 for sure.
Frosty.
So, so in the 70th minute, mate, it was made in Japan. The 3 Japanese guys combined. Kyogo gets the ball about 30 yards out, plays it into Hatate, who then plays it into Maeda. 4-1 Celtic.
Brilliant. Aye, Hatate again with his passing there. Maeda just opens up his body, doesn't he, and just kind of plays it into a goal. But a great move as well. And Maeda getting on the score sheet. That was a cool finish for him, because usually when he's in the positions, you're like, oh no, kind of, that could end up in a top tier, or, it could end up in the back of a goal. It's just what you get off Maeda, but fantastic finish and great move leading up to it as well. Hatate involved as well with his passing. Aye, great move. And then you're starting to think, how many we're going to get here? What was left? What was that? About 20 minutes, minute, would you say it was? The 70th minute?
Aye, bang on the 70th minute it was, mate, aye.
Yep.
Aye, and then that's when Brendan started to ring the changes. So the first one that he done on the 71st minute, was Forrest on for Kuhn, who again was excellent, mate. Kuhn of the brilliant.
Aye, I think he's had a fantastic season. And as I said before, I think anybody that enjoys football likes that type of player, somebody who's forward-thinking and exciting and wants to take on people, but not just take somebody on for the sake of it. He's got a purpose to it, because he always gets the ball across or puts the ball into danger. I think he's going to be a pivotal player this season. And this is a guy, when he first came in, all right, he had these issues, but there were question marks over him, weren't there? I think quite a few people had question marks over Kuhn, whether he was going to be good enough to play for Celtic or not. This season especially, he's just been on fire. Like much of the team, just about everybody in the team has really upped their game this season. There's a really kind of a confidence, but a composure about the team as well, that even along the back line, normal, like even at points last season, going through that kind of sticky period, the ball was going back the way, and it was real panic stations at the time. We were almost playing ourselves into danger. Now there's a real composure and confidence that that's all right. I've got the ball. I know how to use the ball. I know how to pass it, and the options are there for the ball to go to. There's no kind of messing about. I just feel so much better. I don't know what it is this season. I don't know if you feel the same, but I just feel that there's something just special happening. I just feel it.
I think Brendan Rodgers has called the board out, mate, and he's got what he wanted. He asked for quality, and I think you can see that. As we said, the bench now is just so strong. We're bringing £9 million players off the bench, mate.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? This is like our second biggest record signing that sat on the bench and can't even get a game. That's the difference, I think, this season.
We've got a £6 million defender that's only just come on for the last few minutes. That's his first appearance. You know what I mean?
This is what I'm saying, mate. I mean, if you look at that bench, we've not had a bench like that for 20 years. You know, it's unbelievable that he can bring that quality on, and that's exactly what he did, mate, on the 76th minute. He brought Bernardo, Ida and Ralston on for AJ, Kyogo and Hatate. I think the three of them had run the race. AJ especially, he's come off holding his back.
I think Oaken he's back there. So, and obviously he was away in international duty, and he got a wee niggle there as well on his hamstring. So you really don't want anything happening to who would be technically he would be a first team start over Ralston, as much as Ralston can come in and do a job if needed. But you want AJ to be nice and fresh. The game's won, get him off, let him rest up a wee bit, and Ralston can come in and just cover that position in the meantime. But I think he'll be all right. I don't think it was anything too serious, mate. I think he's just got a wee knock in the back. But why no? If you've got players there waiting to come in that can fill that position and give your players a wee kind of a wee rest, where they're not doing the full 90 minutes or whatever, 92 minutes, whatever it may be, then do it.
Aye, and I think Sunday's the perfect game to give the likes of AJ a rest, maybe give Maeda a start and stuff like that, mate. So there's another message for your sister. You're 48 tomorrow, I'll keep you right. 2 years till party time. Can't believe the golden child's never had a birthday party. He's raging about it. Is that right, Andy?
Never had a birthday party, mate. No.
Right, we'll have to have a 4-leaf clover special for your next one, mate. Once we get past 1,000 subscribers. So if you're watching this,
I'm saving myself for 50, mate. So, you know, if I'm still alive in 2 year time, then I'll have a big 50th, but I'll wait till then.
Aye, we'll certainly get you one for that, mate. No worries at all. So, on the 79th minute after the subs come on, something I wanted to bring up because it could affect us further down the line. Cameron Carter-Vickers got a yellow card, mate, and it was a silly one. He didn't need to take that for the team. And I think
Ralston was right beside him. I think he was going to cover the guy if he get back. I don't know if he knew that at the time when he did kind of put his arm around him, but it's one of the ones I think you look at it and go, why did I do that? Because that's what we were doing. Why did you do that? You know, it's a yellow card in the first game when he's probably the most important player in our defence, one of the most important players in our team. You don't want to be losing him in any of these ties because technically, when you look at it on paper, a lot of people are saying this is a easiest tie. As it turned out, it was. I wouldn't say it was easy. We deserved a win because we put in a performance, but there's got to be harder teams to come up against. And this, you really need your best players on the park if possible. So it was a bit daft for him. He's an experienced. You should have known better. But listen, we all make mistakes.
Aye, we certainly do, mate. And then he get taken off for Trusty. It was good to didn't get to see much of him, obviously, but it was good for him to get on and get his not just his Celtic sort of debut, but a European one at that as well.
I think he's played in the Champions League before, has he?
Oh, no, never, mate. Never.
Even though it wasn't on for long, it's a good wee kind of feather and lace cap for him to go on the Champions League game, especially in that kind of atmosphere and all that as well. It's good for the players that have just come in. Know that there's no that there's a bad atmosphere at league games or anything. There's no, but you know yourself, Champions League's just something else, isn't it? And when you're winning comprehensively, the crowd's up, the feeling's good, and there's nothing better to come on the park at Celtic Park on a European night, and the place is absolutely buzzing. That's going to be something these guys will remember. As you can see, when the camera zoom into the players before the game and the Champions League teams going on, even the opposition players are sitting there going, you know, as if I wish I could play at a place like this, you know. So
you could see their players, mate, as well. When that roar come up and they were in that starting lineup, mate, just you could see them all smiling, going, "What the fuck is this?" You know, they've never seen anything like it. And one thing I noticed as well was Schmeichel. Now, this is a guy who's played everywhere, mate. All the caps he's had for Denmark. Did you see the cheeser on his face when that camera was going on?
I must start, mate. I must start, but mate, I'll have a wee look back on it.
He has never experienced anything like that in his life either, and he'll probably come out and get a wee post out later on tonight about it. Yeah. So on the 86th minute, we get the fifth, unbelievably. Great play for James Forrest. He delays it, waits for Eda's run, plays in a perfect pass. And again, to even slot one past that keeper the night is unbelievable. And it was a great tidy finish for Eda, 5-1.
Aye, delighted that he's actually scored. I know he scored the one that was chalked offside, so it was good for him to score a goal that that's my mate Andy. Cheers, Andy. I didn't pay him to say that, by the way. He also just likes us.
Fivers in the post.
Fiver. Aye. Eda, it was a great move with Forrest, a great pass through. He just slotted it away, just cool as you like. So really happy for the big man to get a Champions League goal there as well. He'll be champing it a bit to get more time on the park. It's just unfortunate for him. You've got a guy like Kyogo who, even when he has a wee bad spell on it, he's always going to pop up with something, and he's just so instrumental with the team and all his movement and stuff like that, and the bother that he causes opposition defenders.
Yeah.
But he that offers you that something a wee bit different, doesn't he? Especially later on in the game and physicality, you know, when players are tired and stuff like that, you can put yourself about, just stretch it a wee bit more. So, aye, delighted for him and always happy when me Forrest comes on, because he's always got the intention that it just goes for it, doesn't he? Forrest, he just loves attacking football players. So, great to see.
Mate, and it finished Celtic 5, Slovan Bratislava 1. Just, mate, just give us your overall thoughts on it. I mean, it was unbelievable the night, wasn't it? It was, like you said, old school Celtic, brilliant to see. Stadium was rocking. There was no way we were losing that tonight, was there?
No, absolutely no chance. It was like Celtic of old, many, many years ago, but you know, the kind of Martin O'Neill era when the stadium was rocking with real presence about us and belief. We had belief. I think our recent years, you've had the kind of negative thoughts in the back of your head that then goes into the players as well. That, you know, you're used to, because you're just waiting for something to happen, right? What's going to go wrong now, right? We're 3 up, right? Let's see what's going to happen here. We're going to lose 2 goals, and then in the last minute, something's going to happen. I thought we were brilliant tonight, mate. Just absolutely delighted that we've started this Champions League campaign with a result, and a comprehensive result as well. I think I've seen a few kind of predictions, and I think a few people were saying the 4s and the 5s. I actually went for 2-0 before the game. You said 3, didn't you? So I think you can't not be happy with a result like that, and a performance that matches the result. And I think every single person leaving Celtic Park tonight will be absolutely buzzing with that. The supporters' buses come back, and all the people come back to Ireland and all that. And you know, it really, I'm glad for the people that, like our Paddy, who puts in so much commitment to watching Celtic. The money they spend on travelling and ferries and days off work and just by the way, Paddy's grandson was
just got to say that, mate. I was just got to say that his grandson Caleb was a mascot tonight at the game. So a proud moment for Paddy and his family and young Caleb. So hopefully he's going back with an extra big smile on his face tonight back to Ireland as well. The both of them. So that's brilliant to see. Andy, I just want you to have a quick mention about this. Now, we spoke off air, and there was you were talking about the analytics of the page.
Yes.
That 70% of the viewers on one of the pods weren't subscribed and stuff like that. Can you just give the viewers a sort of overall what it actually means to subscribe to the channel and for us to get past that 1,000 subscriber mark, mate?
Okay, well, first I'll answer James's question. So we need to get to 1,000 subscribers before we can offer super chats and stuff like that. Before they can monetize you, it's got to be 1,000. We're currently at 530 something.
Yeah.
So when it comes to YouTube, the analytics, we really need people to press like. If you press that like button, it doesn't cost you anything, doesn't, you know, you just press like, puts it into the algorithms, gets us out there into seeing more people seeing us. And if you want to subscribe, you just press the subscribe button. It doesn't cost you anything, absolutely free. And it really helps us out, kind of building the channel up to get us going. I think it's went fantastic so far. We've only been gone 2 months at the most. So we've not done a lot of pods, but the numbers are there. They're and absolutely delighted to see familiar faces in the comments as well. People we know have known for years that decided to come and support us. So we really appreciate that, because we all know that. Listen, I watch other podcasts as well. There's loads of Celtic content out there. You know, saying we're better than anybody else or whatever, but we just do our own wee thing, and if you like it, then support us a wee bit, and if you don't, then fair dues, that's your opinion. But we still enjoy doing what we do. That's why we do it. This isn't a job for us. This is a hobby. So this is something we just enjoy to do. But we'd love to do more. So I think the support and get us out, try and do more content as time goes on. So fingers crossed she's press that subscribe button or press the like button as well. Tell your pals about it as well. And if they like it, then they can come and join us as well, because it's like a wee community with the commenters and stuff like that, and people that always come on and watch us every time we're on. So we absolutely appreciate it 100%, because it makes it worthwhile, kind of putting the time in with promotion and streams and stuff like that, So thanks very much for everybody. It's already and continue to support us.
Aye. Honestly, well said there, Andy. And listen, we're not here to slag off any other podcasts. We're here to support other podcasts. We're here to grow this community. We're all pals on here as well, which is a good thing. Our Jerry and our Paddy, who joined us to start with, excellent, guys on the panel. And we've now got our Davy Wilson, who's the former Gibraltar manager, and we're having talks with him in the background to give you something that no other Celtic podcast does, is for him to analyse the opposition and give us tactics and stuff like that. That doesn't happen in any other Celtic podcast. So I think we are the only Celtic podcast that's got an international football manager on the panel, which is unbelievable already. Like Andy said, we've only been gone just over a month and we've got our 500 subscribers already. Yep. So please hit that like and subscribe button so we can get to that 1,000 mark, and then we can do different things with the pod and stuff like that. So for the ones that have subscribed and liked and so on and so forth already, thank you so much. It means so much to us, and for us to be a brand new pod like this and to have such a massive following already is brilliant. So thank you very much. So Andy, let's move on to Sunday. We've covered the game. In fact, first of all, I need your man of the match. Who is your man of the match for tonight? Who is the Four Leaf Clover podcast man of the match for you, mate?
Going to go with Engels, mate. I think, there was a few candidates, but I think Engels was top class tonight. Top class. And the future looks well, doesn't it? It looks exciting for the potential that this young man has at 20 years old. And he's only 20, that's the thing. We've got players in the kind of B team and stuff like that that's not too far off his age, and he's already in the Belgium squad. And the exciting thing about him is that Brendan's going to improve him. He's playing in a Champions League team, he's winning trophies, and then he's going to be in international duty and he's playing with the Belgium squad. He's everywhere he goes, he's learning, he's going to get better. So it's very, very exciting times ahead, and so he gets my man of the match.
Well, the bottle of water from the Four Leaf Clover podcast goes to young Engels, who is mine as well, Andy. I thought he was brilliant tonight. He was absolutely everywhere. His set pieces were unbelievable. Had a few digs through outside the box as well. His link-up play, his passing, his tackling. The boy was everywhere, mate. And just the coolness of the penalty kick again was unbelievable. So let's just have a quick look forward on to Sunday's game. I think a few of the boys need a rest on Sunday, Andy, and Brendan Rodgers isn't really one for ringing the changes, but I think we'll see that on Sunday. What are you thinking?
I think you should. Aye, as you said, and no disrespect to Falkirk, but we should be looking at this as an opportunity to get the guys that aren't getting as much game time get game time into their legs, and let us see a wee bit of them as well. So it's a perfect opportunity for that. Is he going to change the whole team? No, he's not, but there you go. That's actually a good... hold on 2 seconds there. McCowan. I could see that happening. Aye. Is he cup tied? He's cup tied. He's cup tied. That's unfortunate, because that'd be nice.
I think it's a good game, then, Andy, for your likes of Adam Maeda, Bernardo, Palmer. Let's have a look at them.
Yeah, I know. You forget about Palmer now, don't you? You just kind of, they're just doing so well that you kind of forget about players and all that. But
Ralston has to come in for AJ. Rest AJ.
Aye, definitely.
Sinisola, mate, just give him a start. We need to start seeing this boy, and he could be the League Cup keeper.
Mm-hmm.
and Trusty as well. Trusty maybe for Cameron
Okay,
Carter.
aye, mate. Aye.
Rest as well. Aye, lots of options, mate. And like I said, the bench is that strong. It's good to see that we're at a point now. Even the left back for Barcelona, we could bring that boy in as well. We're at a point now where it is that strong a squad that any of the boys could come in off the bench and start the game. And we trust them.
Brendan said himself that he's, this is what he was striving for to have his squad of this quality, and felt he was really ready for the Champions League. I don't think we were quite ready for the Champions League. I think we obviously added quality. I'd have liked a couple more kind of I don't want to be greedy, but I think, just to up that quality, because we're going to face better teams in the Champions League. So I think we need to be realistic for that point of view, that the next game is Dortmund away, so it's going to be very, very difficult. But I think we have improved vastly for last season. So I think Brendan seems very happy with what we've done in the transfer window, business-wise. I think we were all kind of... Well, I was certainly one of the panickers where you're thinking, why are we leaving it at the last minute? And then all of a sudden it doesn't become relevant anymore because the bodies are in. It doesn't matter how long it's took them to get in because they're there, you forget about it. But it would have been ideal for them to get in for pre-season, maybe a wee bit earlier, get used to the team now. But like Engels is just kind of slotted straight into the team, and he's been a shining light. So testament to him for being such a young guy with kind of a kind of mature head on his shoulders, he's one that I'm really excited to see him grow at Celtic, and hopefully it becomes an absolute superstar.
Aye, I don't think we've got anything to fear going to Dortmund, to be honest with you. I mean, seasons gone by, probably since the early 2000s, we'd be shiting ourselves going there, but I'm not holding any fear, mate. I've seen the way we set up against Chelsea, the way we played against Man City, the way we've started the season. I'm not going to Dortmund with any fears, mate. We can go there and get a result. Maybe not beat them, but I'd be confident enough to come away for there with a point. It's one of them. So
I think tonight's result, Bratislava's no a great team, we know that, but I don't think they're absolutely garbage either, but I think other teams in Europe, particularly teams that we are going to be playing against, will look at that result, especially the teams that are going to have to come to Celtic Park, will look at that and go, I don't fancy that so much, so looking forward to it. Yeah, absolutely.
Aye, is that the young lad that died on the
yeah.
Aye, I read a wee bit about it. Aye, tragic. 22-year-old got away in as well. The young lad.
Yeah, aye. I think it was going to be his birthday the day of tomorrow or something. I think he was turning 23. So absolutely, just that could be him. It could be MD, mate. It could be anyone. He's just jumped on the ring bus and whatever, and the boys try to get back up the road and just
tragic,
never
mate.
Just die. Very, very well, condolences to his friends and family, and just absolutely devastating to hear that.
Aye. Aye, shocking, mate. Absolutely shocking. I read a wee bit about it earlier on the day. So, Andy, that's us. That'll be us till Sunday. I think it will just be myself and you, potentially Davey. So I think the other two boys will be at the game. So definitely me and you anyway on Sunday after the game. Hopefully or Davey as well. I think he said he was going to jump on, but let's see what happens. That's us, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you so much for joining us tonight. Thank you, Andy, for your input as ever. Thanks for all the comments from everybody watching. Thanks if you liked, shared and subscribed tonight as well, which helps us out in the long run. That's it. So Celtic 5, Slovan Bratislava 1. I think we'll be very highly up there on the league table already. Let's hope we can stay there, and it's Dortmund away next at the start of October. We will see you on Sunday. Thank you very much for tuning in. This has been the Four Leaf Clover podcast. We are out.
Cheers.